Another Wilfred Owen admirer and enthusiast is Birkenhead-born actress Dame Patricia Routledge.
I love poetry, and Wilfred Owen, of course, expresses more strongly than any of the First World War poets the waste, the anger, the misery, the hardship, the filth, the mud, the degradation. It's very searing.
There's an incredible hardness in some of his words, but he comes across also as a very sensitive man.
Very. And when you think he was invalided out, he won the Military Cross, he needn't have gone back, and he was killed 7 days before armistice was pronounced.
Tragic, isn't it?
Dreadful, really dreadful. Think what poetry he might have written later. I mean, there were many First World War poets, but he captured the horror and the hideousness of the waste. Anthem for doomed youth. What passing bells for these who die as cattle? Only the monstrous anger of the guns, only the stuttering rifles' rapid rattle can patter out their hasty orisons. No mockeries now for them, no prayers nor bells, nor any voice of mourning save the choirs, the shrill, demented choirs of wailing shells, and bugles calling for them from sad shires. What candles may be held to speed them all? Not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes shall shine the holy glimmers of goodbyes. The pallor of girls' brows shall be their pall, their flowers the tenderness of patient minds, and each slow dusk a drawing down of blinds.
For almost 40 years, Frank Field has been MP for Birkenhead, and he admires Wilfred Owen as both a poet and as a man.
I mean, we're in Wilfred Owen territory.
Thanks so much for bringing me. It says Wilfred Owen, war poet, lived here.
It's inaccurate. It's the greatest war poet lived here.
Ah, okay. They couldn't fit it in, obviously.
They couldn't. His family was here in Birkenhead, went down to school at the Birkenhead Institute and went to war like a very ordinary person, a lot of other people. And then somehow something happened, some magic touched him. And he wrote these great poems almost in the last months of his life.
All this week, events spanning film, music and of course poetry are being held across Birkenhead in memory of Wilfred Owen's centenary.
The commemoration will be all through the town about Wilfred Owen in schools, which he would have loved, with poetry and music. So it's a great commemoration of this greatest of war poets, but it's also a remembrance of all those in the First World War, the Second World War, but never forgetting those in our own lifetime who went to war because we in Parliament voted for the war and didn't come back.
And here's my and Russell Watson's tribute to all those who have fought for their country.
Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls picked them every one. When will they ever learn? when a will